Procrastination isn't just about being lazy, it's a battle between two parts of the brain, the rational prefrontal cortex and the emotional limbic system. When faced with a task that feels overwhelming or unpleasant, the limbic system craves immediate comfort, pushing you toward distractions like social media or TV. Meanwhile, motivation isn't about willpower alone, it's driven by brain chemistry, habits, and mindset. Understanding how these factors work together can help you take back control. In this video, we'll break down the science behind procrastination and motivation and give you actionable steps to stay focused and get things done. The psychology of procrastination, why we delay tasks. When you procrastinate, it's rarely because you're lazy. It's often linked to fear, perfectionism, or even past experiences with failure. Psychologists describe procrastination as short-term mood repair. Your brain tries to avoid discomfort by choosing instant gratification instead of long-term rewards. For example, a student may put off studying not because they don't care, but because they fear failure. Research shows that procrastinators often experience higher stress levels, making the cycle even worse. The key to breaking this pattern is recognizing that action precedes motivation, not the other way around. Taking even a small step can shift your momentum forward. Dopamine and motivation, how your brain works. Dopamine is the brain's motivation chemical. It rewards us when we take action and accomplish goals, but modern distractions hijack this system. Social media, video games, and even processed foods flood the brain with dopamine, making real work seem boring. And studies show that people with low dopamine levels struggle with motivation, often feeling stuck in cycles of procrastination. The good news is you can naturally boost dopamine by setting small goals, celebrating progress, and engaging in activities like exercise and sunlight exposure. By training your brain to associate work with reward, you create a cycle that fuels long-term motivation. Overcoming mental blocks, the power of mindset. Mindset determines how you approach challenges. A fixed mindset makes you believe abilities are set in stone, leading to avoidance of difficult tasks. A growth mindset, on the other hand, sees effort as a path to improvement. For example, studies on students show that those who believe intelligence can be developed perform better over time. The same applies to motivation. If you see procrastination as a character flaw, you feel stuck. But if you recognize it as a habit that can change, you become empowered to take action. Shifting your perspective can unlock the motivation you need to move forward. The role of habits, creating systems for success. Motivation is unreliable, but habits create consistency. The key is designing systems that make success automatic. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, explains that small repeated actions lead to lasting change. For example, if you struggle to start a task, use the 2-minute rule, which means committing to just 2 minutes of work. This lowers resistance and tricks your brain into continuing. Another effective method is habit stacking, where you attach a new habit to an existing one, such as reviewing notes after morning coffee. When you build habits instead of relying on motivation, progress becomes effortless. Health and energy, fueling your mind for productivity. Your brain needs the right fuel to stay focused and motivated. Poor sleep, processed foods, and lack of exercise all contribute to brain fog and low energy. Research shows that a lack of sleep impairs decision-making and increases procrastination. On the other hand, regular movement, even a 10-minute walk, boosts dopamine and improves mental clarity. Nutrition plays a huge role as well. Foods rich in omega-3, such as salmon and walnuts, support brain function, while excessive sugar leads to crashes. Optimizing sleep, diet, and movement isn't just about health. It's a productivity hack that makes motivation easier. The power of small wins building momentum. Big goals can feel overwhelming, but breaking them into small wins builds confidence and motivation. The progress principle, a study by Harvard researchers, found that even minor achievements boost happiness and drive. This is why making a checklist and crossing off tasks feels satisfying. It releases dopamine, reinforcing progress. For example, if you need to write a report, instead of aiming to finish the whole thing, set a goal to write 1 paragraph. That small success makes the next step easier. By focusing on progress instead of perfection, you create a cycle of motivation that keeps you moving forward. Beating perfectionism. Done is better than perfect. Perfectionism often fuels procrastination. When you fear making mistakes, you avoid starting at all. Many high achievers struggle with this, but the truth is, perfection is an illusion. The most successful people focus on progress, not flawless execution. The 80% rule states that getting something done imperfectly is better than waiting for perfection. Take authors, for example. Many bestsellers went through dozens of drafts before publication. If they had waited for perfection, their books would have never been written. Shifting your focus from perfect to good enough frees you to take action without overthinking. Time management hacks get more done with less effort. Managing time effectively isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. The Pomodoro technique, a method that involves 25-minute focused work sessions followed by short breaks, helps maintain concentration. Time blocking is another powerful tool where you schedule specific tasks instead of relying on a to-do list. The Eisenhower matrix, which separates urgent tasks from important ones, prevents wasting time on things that don't matter. These techniques help you maximize efficiency and reduce procrastination. Accountability and environment set yourself up for success. Your surroundings and the people around you influence your motivation more than you think. Studies show that having an accountability partner significantly increases the chances of reaching a goal. Scene 3. Types of accountability. Whether it's a friend, coach, or online community, external accountability keeps you on track. Your environment also plays a role. A cluttered desk can lead to mental clutter, making focus harder. On the other hand, designing a workspace free of distractions and filled with motivational cues can help. By controlling your surroundings and seeking accountability, you make productivity the default choice. Overcoming motivation slumps. What to do when you feel stuck? Even the most disciplined people face slumps. The key is to recognize when you're stuck and take small steps to regain momentum. Taking a short break, changing your environment, or using temptation bundling, where you pair a task with something enjoyable, can reignite motivation. For example, listening to an audiobook while exercising makes both activities more appealing. If you're feeling unmotivated, revisit your why. Remembering the bigger purpose behind your goals can help push through temporary resistance. Motivation isn't always about feeling inspired. It's about creating conditions that make action easier. Conclusion and next steps. Take action now. We've covered a lot, but knowledge without action won't change anything. Procrastination is a habit, and habits can be changed. The key is starting small, whether that's setting a timer for 5 minutes, cleaning your workspace, or setting one tiny goal today. Motivation isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about taking the first step. The more you act, the easier it becomes. Now is the time to take control of your focus, your habits, and your mindset. You have everything you need to break free from procrastination and start making progress today. Thanks for watching. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications to not miss upcoming videos. Thanks again, and let me hear from you below.